What a week it's been. Free leaseholders have been here observing big freeholders judicial review lawfare to thwart the will of the people, to blow up an act of parliament, to prop up a system that nowhere else in the world practices, that lets the landlord have the whip hand over you, the leaseholder, the person that bought a home to control and own. And the key thing here is that what happened here? We had 7 big freeholders, including the Duke of Westminster, up against just one party, the government. The government is having to fight for the rights of the 5.3 million leaseholders in England and Wales. That's not a good place to be. We tried our best to have leaseholder voices in the courtroom. Obviously, we were thrown out with our intervener application. But zooming out, who did the freeholders hire? Some of them, they went for close personal friends of the Prime Minister, Sir Keir Starmer. But let's give credit where it's due. Earlier this year, we attacked the government for saying that they were a bow and arrow against the guided missiles of the freeholders' legal teams. They've changed their team around and they've hired no other than Sir James Eadie KC, the man they call the Treasury Devil. The government, when they're in sticky situations, always go to him. He's involved in high-profile, contentious cases, including one that you will probably all know, the stripping of Shamima Begum of her British citizenship. But let's look out here. What were the arguments advanced by the big freeholders over the last 4 days? They went for woke feudalism. Yes, there are a few little charities there that were saying that because the money that they make from leaseholders goes to charitable causes, they should get an exemption. Then you had the class war angle, where the freeholders are saying many leaseholders are wealthy, or they're buy-to-let landlords, or they're overseas. Then you had granny's gonna get it, pension funds are wrapped up in freeholds, don't touch it. And then last but not least, a new one, pity the enfranchised leaseholder. The leaseholders that have bought their freehold, they will lose out because they're no longer gonna get the payday from marriage value and ground rents, etc. But anyway, what was said here over the last 4 days isn't that important. What is important is how the government reacts to the decision that comes down, we don't know when. Because if the government loses this case, leaseholders, but free leaseholders as well, will not accept walking back on the manifesto commitment to end the feudal leasehold system for good. Because you know what? This is about will of the people, the will of Parliament against the will of the courts. Actually, let's be charitable to the judiciary. It's not really even about the will of the courts. It's about the will of rich vested interests, some even offshore. They lost in the elections, they lost in the Parliament, they lost with government, and now they're trying to reopen the debate. And that's the key thing. We will keep being the freeholder lobby's worst nightmare, but we're also going to keep the pressure up on the Labour government, because every government has let leaseholders down, and they cannot leave it 4 to 5 more years and hide behind this lawfare and wait for it to go to Strasbourg and the European Court of Human Rights. We won't let them.